So all I do, I lie down like this. My arms are open to the sides, palms up. And with my feet, I just rock. And that's it. So I push my feet on the ground, up and down. Let's go. And allow your body to move. You'll see that your neck is also moving and releasing. Now we are relaxing the whole fascia from your tailbone until your head, your skull, even the muscles of your skull you are releasing now. So take a couple breaths here, in and out, gently, and see if you can notice which muscles, which parts of your body are moving now. This is the most effective exercise to release pain on your back, shoulders, neck that you can do very quickly. The most efficient one I can recommend. I'm gonna do variations, okay? Take a couple breaths in and out. Allow your neck to move. Don't hold your neck. Let it move the way it wants. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. Just pushing your feet on the ground. Pressing your body on the ground. Okay, now I'm going to stretch my right leg. And I'm going to focus, turn my body a little bit to the right side so I can feel more my shoulder, more my right side. And I'm going to do the same thing. Up and down, up and down. My head is slightly to the right, I don't control it. And let's go. Up and down. Yes, keep going. Yes, very nice. If anyone wants me to check, you can just lift your hand, I come to you. Great. So keep pushing. Up and down. Yes. Just a little longer. This is wonderful also for the skull, for headache, for migraine, brain fog. And gently we're going to do the same on the other side. So I stretch my left leg and I turn slightly to the left. So I can put my weight more on my left shoulder blade. And my left leg is completely relaxed. I let it move as it wants. Deep breaths. You can play around a little bit with your head. Maybe turn a bit more to the side, a bit more up, and you see that you're massaging different parts of your skull. Come back to the middle. Now we're going to go to the right side again. But this time, I give you two options. You can either do like this on the ground. If you want to tackle more your hip, then you can do this with your arm. And just really, this is to target really the hip and the lower back. So I let it relax. Sometimes I'm in the gym like that and people are looking at me like, why is this girl to look like my dog sometimes? You know, when dogs do that on the floor. Yeah, so here you have actually a lot of places you can, if you have pain, you can also be more straight if you have pain more on the lower back, on your tailbone. So it doesn't look like a lot, but you have a lot of space to work on. Make sure that you don't collapse your shoulder, that you're not like this. So, yes. And let's do the same on the other side. Here we go. This is the number one thing that helped me most with my chronic lower back pain. I'll do this 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute in the middle, 1 minute at each side. It was like 50% less pain immediately. So it's really, really wonderful exercise. Yes. Now before you lie down, you can come back to the middle and look at me. Now is to target upper back and both shoulders. If this is too hard, you can just do the same as the beginning. Otherwise, you can lift here a bit. Keep your glutes and your abs engaged. And if you do this, you'll see that it really does this with your fascia. So, if you want, join me. Otherwise, you can do on the floor. It's also the same, but this is just targets the upper back. Isolate. And also works your legs. Yeah, a workout for the legs and the glutes. So keep your glutes and your abs engaged. Just 10 more seconds. You can play with your head, let it loose. Turn a little bit to the side. And slowly relax and go down and release. Take a couple breaths as you wish. And just see how you're feeling. In these few minutes that we did this somatic rocking. I feel, for example, tingling my hands, my feet, feel warm. Feel much more released in my shoulder that I have a lot of pain today. So just check with yourself and let your breath calm down. Bring your knees back. Now we're going to do another one specifically for the shoulders and neck. And this is for clinical somatics. It's the course that I'm doing now to become a coach for chronic pain. It's very wonderful. So I say the exercise, but it's actually just a movement. What we're going to do, we're going to put our hands up. And we're just going to try to reach up with the right hand. And the key for clinical somatics is to go slow as possible back and up as well. So that's the way you can retrain your muscle memory, by sending signals to your brain, by feeling the muscle contraction. When you feel that you have a spot that, then you stop and slowly come back. So let's do it a couple times. You breathe in when you come up, but find that spot that you feel a little contraction or maybe a pain. Then you stop, don't pass over that. And come back until it's completely on the floor, but don't release the other hand. Okay, I'll let you do it on your own. A couple times. Let's do it 3 times. You can do it at home as many as you want. But really focus. And let it drop completely, and paying attention which muscles are moving. You don't need to stretch. It's not about stretching. So only go until the point that you feel like, okay, I feel the contraction now. Then you come back. For example, I feel my trigger point screaming. I come back. And let's do the other side now. And no matter if you do it at home, if you have pain on one side only, you have to do both sides always. And very important, come down very slowly and then let completely both shoulders press against the floor without you pushing it, just naturally with your weight. And you notice that your neck is also moving, allow it just to move. One more time. Keep breathing. And now we're gonna also release our hip and our lower back together. So when we go up, when we lift our right hand, right arm, we lift our right hip too, together. And then slowly down. And then the other side. In. And then when you find that spot, then slowly down. You can come down the count of 10 if you want. That's what is the best. Then drop everything and do the other side. Let's do it 2 more times each side. And let your fingers very relaxed. You don't need to stretch them. And when you are ready, just release your arms and just see how you feel. It's also a lot of blood coming down from your arms, so you should feel some tingling, some buzzing sensation, which is very relaxing for the nervous system. Release your breath.